welcome back to Movies on the Brain. I'm Jason, and today we're diving into the fun and heartwarming world of 80 for Brady. Directed by Kyle Marvin and featuring the star-studded cast, including Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, and Sally Field. This film follows a group of lifelong friends on a wild adventure to see their hero Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Get ready for a spoiler-filled review as we cheer on the laughs, the friendship, and the unforgettable moments that make 80 for Brady a touchdown. So grab your jerseys and let's hit the field for 80 for Brady. Now, how did it do in the box office? 80 for Brady released in theaters on February 3rd, 2023 with a budget of $28 million. In its 7-week theatrical run, it earned $40.3 million. Its opening weekend saw it earn $12.7 million, finishing the weekend number 2 in the box office, only behind Knock at the Cabin, which also released that same weekend. And both 80 for Brady and Knock at the Cabin knocked Avatar: The Way of Water down from the number 1 spot that it's held since its opening weekend of December 16th through the 18th. 80 for Brady's final weekend saw it earn $74,361, finishing its box office run at number 22. Now let's get into the plot. Elderly best friends Lou, Trish, Mara, and Betty are massive fans of the New England Patriots, particularly the team's star quarterback Tom Brady, having become fans in 2001 while celebrating Lou's successful completion of chemotherapy. 15 years later, the four women are celebrating the Patriots' victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC Championship game and make plans for the Super Bowl 51 watch party. 51 watch party, sorry. No, 41. Friends enter a competition for free tickets to the Super Bowl in Houston by sharing their stories of their Patriots fandom. Lou later announces their win and they prepare for the trip. On the day of their flight, the others break a sleeping Mara out of her retirement home. She had accidentally taken the wrong medication with help from her fellow resident Mickey. In Houston, they go to the NFL Experience where Betty wins a chicken wing eating contest hosted by Guy Fieri, but loses the tickets. Trish meets former NFL player Dan O'Callahan, and mutual attraction forms between them. But Trish is uncertain as she has not had a very successful love life. Dan invites her to a party, and the women decide to go upon learning about the loss of the tickets, as Fieri will also be there. At the party, the women are given cannabis edibles, which severely disorient them. Mara joins a game of poker in order to potentially buy new tickets, only to learn that the game is for charity. She gives her winnings to the charity of her top competitor, Gugu, and unable to find Fieri, force him return to the hotel. The next day, the women go back to the NFL Experience but find that it's closed down. They then go to the tailgate parties around NRG Stadium to see if they can buy any tickets from scalpers but cannot afford them. Trish finds the radio hosts they won the ticket from and brings up the situation to them, but they are confused as they give their tickets to a different group. Betty finds Fieri at the tailgate and recovers the bag with the tickets, but when the women attempt to enter the stadium, security guards reveal that the tickets are fake. Lou confesses that she bought the tickets online for an exorbitant price, as she wanted to have one last fun memory with her friends, as she fears that her cancer may have returned. The other women console her and agree that even if they could not make it into the game, they are satisfied with all their other memories. They run into Gugu, who sneaks them in under the guise of being backup dancers for Lady Gaga's halftime performance out of gratuity for Mara's actions the previous night. They run into Dan, who invites them into his box suite as guests, concerned as they watch the Atlanta Falcons build a 28-3 lead over the Patriots. They decide to sneak into the Patriots coordinator's booth. Betty hijacks the defensive coordinator's headset and gives him a play call, which leads to a sack, while Lou talks to Brady and gives him an inspirational message. The quartet return to their box suite and watch as Brady leads the Patriots to a victory. Mara reveals that she made back the money Lou spent on the fake tickets by making a bet on the Patriots winning the winning with the owner of the suite. The women are approached by security and escorted to the Patriots locker room and thanked by the players for their dedication. 3 years later, Trish, Mara, Betty, and Lou, along with Mickey and Lou's daughter Sarah, prepare to watch Brady's first game with his new team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it is revealed that Lou is in good health. Sometime later, the four women sit on a beach with Brady discussing their retirements. Now let's get into the cast and some other roles they've had. Lily Tomlin as Lou. Other roles for Lily Tomlin include Miss Jane Hathaway in the Beverly Hillbillies 1993 movie, May Parker in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Miss Frizzle in the TV show The Magic School Bus. Jane Fonda is Trish. Jane Fonda has other roles for Jane Fonda include Joni Burnley in 9 to 5, Nancy Reagan and Lee Daniels as the butler, and Grace Hanson in the TV show Grace and Frankie. Rita Moreno as Mara. Other roles for Rita Moreno include Zelda Zanders in Singing in the Rain, Anita in 1961's West Side Story, and Carmen Sandiego in the TV show Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. Sally Field as Betty. Other roles for Sally Field include Carrie in the Smoking the Bandit series, Sassy in the Homeward Bound series, and Nora Walker in the TV show Brothers and Sisters. Tom Brady as himself. Tom Brady has also played himself in Ted 2, Entourage, and an episode of Family Guy, and an episode of The Simpsons. Billy Porter as Gugu. Other roles for Billy Porter include Pray Tell in the TV show Pose, Fabulous Godmother in the 2021 Cinderella, and he was a guest judge on season 32 of Dancing with the Stars. Harry Hamlin as Dan. Other roles for Harry Hamlin include Perseus in 1981's Clash of the Titans, Michael Cusack in the TV show L.A. Law, and Sky Pearson in Strange Wilderness. Guy Fieri as himself. Guy Fieri has been the host of the TV shows Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, Minute to Win It, and Guy's Grocery Games. Blech. Alex Moffat as Nat. Other roles for Alex Moffat include Ben and Uncle John, Jimmy and Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Chris Palmer in the opening act. Rob Corddry as Pat. Other roles for Rob Corddry include Warren in Old School, Bryce in Blades of Glory, and Joe Krutel in the TV show Ballers. Glenn Turman as Mickey. Other roles for Glenn Turman include Roy Hansen in Gremlins, General Whalen in Bumblebee, and Colonel Bradford Taylor in the TV show A Different World. Ron Funches as Chip. Other roles for Ron Funches include Blaine's cousin in Six Underground, Timothy in Good Burger 2, and Ron in the TV show Powerless. Bob Balaban as Mark. Other roles for Bob Balaban include Dave Laughlin in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Keaton Hobart in the TV show The Politician, and Morris Wiseman in Gosford Park. Jimmy O. Yang as Tony. Other roles for Jimmy O. Yang include Jiang Yang in the TV show Silicon Valley, Dr. Chan Haifang in the TV show Space Force, and Josh Lin in Love Hard. Matt Loria as James. Other roles for Matt Loria include Lucas Cafferty in the TV show Friday Night Lights, Ryan York in the TV show Parenthood, and Ryan Wheeler in the TV show Kingdom. Sarah Gilbert as Sarah. Other roles for Sarah Gilbert include Darlene Connor in the TV show Roseanne, Tina Barr in Riding in Cars with Boys, and Leslie Winkle in TV show Big Bang Theory. Sally Kirkland as Ida. Other roles for Sally Kirkland include Pony Dunbar in The Way We Were, Diane Payne in Fatal Games, and Helen Lawson in the TV show Valley of the Dolls. Andy Richter as Clark. Other roles for Andy Richter include Mort in the Madagascar franchise, Gregory in Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, and Benjamin Higginbottom in the TV show The Mighty Bee. Gus Kenworthy as Eric. Other roles for Gus Kenworthy include Jimmy in The Sacrifice Game, Pat Clancy in American Horror Story 1984, and Gus in Olympic Dreams. Brian Jordan Alvarez as Derek. Other roles for Brian Jordan Alvarez include Estefan in the TV show Will and Grace, Wesley in the TV show Jane the Virgin, Cole in Megan, Marshawn Lynch as himself. Other roles for Marshawn Lynch include Giggles in the TV show Westworld and Mr. G in Bottoms. Patton Oswalt as Brisket. Other roles for Patton Oswalt include Spence Olchin in the TV show The King of Queens, Remy in Ratatouille, and adult Adam Goldberg in the TV show The Goldberg. Rita as herself. Other roles for Rita include Donna Meagle in the TV show Parks and Recreation, Ruby Hill in the TV show Good Girls, and Bruna in Slackers. Amber Charday Robinson as the Hot Wings woman. Other roles for Amber Charday Robinson include Mary Fields in the TV show Hell on Wheels, Betty Coachman in Judas and the Black Messiah, Amy in Stuber. Now let's look at the true story it's based on. The real over 80 for Brady's Club consisted of 5 women: Elaine, Betty, Anita, Pat, and Claire. Friends for over 70 years, they united in their love for the New England Patriots and star quarterback Tom Brady after they all became widows. The over 80 for Brady ladies, who are themselves older than much older than the New England Patriots football team, would take turns watching Sunday matchups at each other's house. Much as it's depicted in the film, the ritual of watching the game became a way of checking in on each other and keeping the bonds of their friendship strong. But that doesn't mean that they weren't also obsessive fans, screaming at fumbles and crushing on Brady. Women were so dedicated to their viewing that Betty's grandson Max made them matching shirts that read "Over 80 for Brady Club," along with a picture of the quarterback's face. When Max later pitched their story as a movie, it meant getting the man himself on board, and the women were thrilled to receive a video message from Brady. The actual club is still going strong despite losing members along the way. Elaine and Betty, who are 95 and 96 respectively, still watch the games together weekly. Claire has since passed away, and Anita and Pat live on an assisted living facility. The real women sadly never attended a Super Bowl, but what is true is the deep bonds they shared on screen and off. That's the message at the heart of the film and what keeps Elaine and Betty going. Good friends stick together and stay together and do for each other, Betty told CBS. Man, this was such a fun movie. All 4 leads have such good chemistry with each other. You really feel like they are best friends. Tom Brady actually surprised me. He's not really that bad of an actor. I wouldn't mind seeing him in something else that he doesn't play himself. The fact that they made a movie based on Super Bowl 51 is wild, but it actually made for a really good movie. The scene that really sticks out to me, other than Lou giving Tom Brady the pep talk, is the scene where the 4 ladies just found out their Super Bowls were fake, and how Trish, Mara, and Betty all gather around Lou after she told them about her doctor's appointment and that she had tests done. The scene where the ladies are on a cannabis trip is pretty comical too, especially when Mara sees nobody but Guy Fieri everywhere she looks. Now let's look at some fun facts and trivia on this movie. Of the 4 female leads, Sally Field is the only one younger than 80 at the time of filming. Tom Brady not being able to find his jersey during the jersey swap scene is a reference to Brady's jersey actually being stolen after Super Bowl 51. That jersey, along with another one lost after Super Bowl 49, was found during a raid by Mexico's federal police and the FBI at the home of La Prensa, the Honduran newspaper director Mauricio Ortega on March 12, 2017. Ortega resigned 2 years later for personal reasons. As of this film's release, the 4 female leads have 12 Oscar nominations and 5 wins among them, all of them having been nominated. Lily Tomlin is the only one who has not won. They only competed against each other once when Sally Field and Jane Fonda were in the running for Best Actress of 1979 for Norma Rae and the China Syndrome, respectively. Field having won the award in that instance. The movie was produced by 199 Productions. Tom Brady's company named for the spot. He was selected in the 2000 NFL Draft. Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin are good friends. Aside from both starring in the film 9 to 5, they also star in the Netflix show Grace and Frankie for its entire 7-season run. Tom Brady announced his retirement from the NFL for the second time, the first time he having shortly thereafter changing his mind a few days before the film's release. The film was released on February 3rd, 2023, 2 days shy of the 6th anniversary of Super Bowl 51, of the Super Bowl 51 game that was shown in the film, which took place on February 5th, 2017. The number 80 is significant for Tom Brady, the legendary NFL quarterback. Brady wore the number 80 during his high school football career at Junipero Serra High School in San Mateo, California. New England won the 2017 Super Bowl 34-28 in overtime over Atlanta. Out of the 4 leads, Jane Fonda has not yet received the Kennedy Center's honor. And that wraps up my review of the delightful 80 for Brady. Thanks for tuning in to Movies on the Brain. If you enjoyed this spoiler-filled review, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews and discussions of your favorite films. Have thoughts on this fun-filled adventure? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, I'm Jason, reminding you to keep cheering and keep your brains buzzing with movies. And I'll see you in the next video.